What up, gang? How y'all doing tonight, man? As usual, just doing an audio check. How's my voice audio, and can you guys hear music at all? All right, sounds good. Back at the office, back at the HQ, guys. They get back at the HQ. Any guys captured some trades tonight, man? The NQ shorts have been pretty damn clean, man. The NQ shorts have been pretty damn clean tonight. Nice, Bulgy. Sounds like you've taken quite a bit of trades today, man. Make sure we take it easy, man. Sounds like you've locked in quite a bit already. What up, guys? Hope y'all doing good. I'm just gonna say hi to everyone. Go through the chat. Miss K911, Elevated Life, Cortez, Freedom and Fun, Belen. Good to see you again. Woozy, Ron, Mushi Trades, what up? Space Mo, Stadium Trading, what up, man? Baljeet, Initial Maverick, Pete, Jazza, Joe, Crash and Fly, Blink 182, Tony Gold, my man, Preppy, what's going on, man? Synth One, Nominam, Dashkoben, Home Depot, Vod, Devon, Do It, Stuart, Chris, K Coop, Justin, Mooncatcher, TRA. What up, man? How y'all doing, man? Hope you guys are doing good tonight. This long is actually a pretty good long setup, to be honest. Whether you were looking at, trading your own structural system or whatever, or even just leveraging the FF indicator to provide some confluence. Nice break and hold above the 2-minute trigger line. As of right now, we're holding beneath the 5-minute trigger line, which is essentially where we're pulling back at the moment. Interested to see how price moves here. If we do pull back here, by the way, I'd like to see us hold above the 706 level. I'd love to see us hold above the 706 level here, ideally, and see if we can get a move back up from there. Yeah, that's fair, man. That's fair. We had a nice hourly close on the overall NQ market there. I mean, we've been kind of sliding down quite a bit this past couple weeks here on NQ, so makes you wonder if longing is wise at all. But you know what? I think there, as always, whether you're looking for a quick, 30, 60 points, or whether you're looking to scalp even less than that, I think there's opportunity there for us nevertheless, right? So Jane Bond trigger line, I'm referring to the F indicator earlier. This is basically a subscription indicator that I have subscribed to. Is just additional confluence. That's what I'm referring to when I say the trigger line. It's a specific terminology of that indicator. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate it, man. MDC, sup. Do you only ever trade a trade at a reference point? Buggy, ideally, yeah, man. I mean, I think if you've been tuning into my streams enough, you'll hear me say it a lot. I'll say things like, I don't like taking trades in the middle of nowhere. So, what's good, AXP? Hey, do it. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Let's see how many thumbs up we can get tonight, man. I first off, in order, you guys can see I pinned in the chat already. Lucid Trading is there, pinned to the chat. For those who don't know already, Lucid Trading's been around for a little bit now and has become one of the most reputable prop firms in the space. Great dashboard, payouts, all that type of good stuff. I would probably say that during my journey as a trader, when Lucid came out and I started trading them, I want to say in January is when I started trading with them of this year. And I remember thinking to myself, it gave me Tradeify vibes, you know? Like, I remember when I first traded Tradeify and I was like, man, this is going to be a good prop firm. And it obviously has continued to be a killer prop firm in the space. And then when Lucid came out, I'm like, man, I'm getting real Tradeify vibes right now. And I mean that as a compliment to them, right? Because they were doing such crazy things like super fast payout, dashboards were more live than any other prop existing around. And all of that, right? So now that they've kind of continued to try to be competitive in the space, they've obviously rolled out the daily payout accounts on Lucid. Now I can't see those accounts because I'm on Lucid Max evals, which basically means I'm part of their live program. So I don't actually get the chance to see those plans anymore. But my understanding is that they have a daily payout model now, which is amazing that they have that now. So anyways, with that, obviously, I think it makes sense that I have that pinned to the chat. So everyone here, don't forget, use code RT. Code RT, not rake yet, but RT. You get your best discounts with them. And tonight, I will be giving away a 50K Lucid Pro account as well. And these are pretty solid. No daily loss limit on them anymore. And you get some pretty solid payouts out of them. So we'll get 300 thumbs up on the stream tonight, and we'll get one of those accounts given away. I'll probably see if I can do more types of giveaways tonight if we can hit some crazy numbers. I won't set those targets just yet, though. Past 250K dailies today with Lucid. Hey, Stangham Trading, that's awesome, man. David Bangalani's, how far do I think it's going to go up? I mean, right now, I honestly would like to see us tag this channel area for a rejection. But the way that we just closed out the hourly candle, it obviously gets me a little concerned. But I would like to see a rejection in this area because it is a channel of reference point for me. We're coming up on the 200 EMA on the 2-minute time frame as well. So I'd like to see some sort of reaction there. I don't think we're going to get a major reaction. We might be able to get a scalp trade here at best, but probably not a bigger trade than that, just because, and I'm only saying that because of the hourly buy bar. We kind of just locked in there, right? So it kind of gives me vibes that, you know, we're probably going to have a pretty decent, potentially have a decent move up to the upside. Now, if we do manage to keep moving up, I have some key areas above here already, as you can see. I got the channels, I got my opening prints, I got levels. So I got different points here that I'm looking at. As of right now, I've kind of locked in majority of my trades that I've wanted to tonight already. And so I will see if I take any trades where I'm going to hold longer. You guys seem to like scalping as well, so maybe we'll lock in a few scalps. We'll see. We'll see what the night presents us tonight. But I will do a chart review in about 11 minutes here, guys. 11 minutes. What's up, Stereo? Yes, Vernati, absolutely. Uncle Daniel confused with the consistency rule. If you actually check on the FAQs and if you check on the dashboard, they do a pretty good job of explaining that. You can also Google it if you want to. Basically, you just got to make sure that your best trading day doesn't equate to more than that consistency percentage. Hey, Phantom Love, what's going on, man? Yeah, I traded Asia today, Buggy. Caught a couple short trades tonight. Sup, Trina? Yes, that is the Kakashi eye. Or technically, if you were to be completely accurate, that's technically the Obito eye. All good, Zach. KR Tech, what's going on, man? Yeah, Vernati, I literally just talked about him. I actually don't have access to those daily accounts. I can't see any of the regular plans you guys are seeing because I'm technically part of their live platform, so I only get Lucid Max evals. Those are the only eval accounts that I see. Zach. Yeah, vintage base. I hear you've been talking about a lot of solid trades that you've been taking lately, man. Congratulations. It's good that if you're able to capture these big trending moves as of late, that's awesome, man. Truth, Zach, truth. What up, Mobex? Bruce Wayne, good to see you, man. Zelen, hello, hello. Yeah, actually, there's quite a few South Africans on this on our stream, from what I remember. Can you trade live on Fidias? I don't even know what that is. Ron Dig Trader. First payout. Shout out to Ron in the chat. That's awesome, dude. You know, Jane Bond, I think your comment there is very valid. I think a lot of people will have challenges. I felt like I talked about this in one of my few streams lately, which kind of speaking to the fact that a lot of people will have days where they feel like, hey, today was really bad or today was really clean, and some other trader may have the opposing view, and I think that's very natural, man. I say that's very natural because we all have different trading styles and different strategies, and some of our strategies fare better than others. And when I say fare better than others, I don't mean fare better than other traders, but fare better in other conditions, right? So different market conditions will offer different kinds of setups, and that's kind of part of the name of the game. So yeah, sorry to hear that you had a rough night though, Jane. Oh, it's a French proverb. Yeah, I know nothing about that one then, if that's the case. 7 Almahayer. Don't know if I'm butchering your name, but good morning. Ardal Khan, that's amazing. Congratulations on first and foremost getting funded with your 10-4 prop firm, and then also getting $2,000 racked up on it already. That's amazing. Phantom love, man. Take it slow and steady, my friend. Slow and steady. I'm looking to take a scalp trade, guys. Looking to take a scalp trade. Vintage base, I appreciate you. Ramirez, going good, man. Going good. Do you like 1 hour after gloves open or 1 hour after Tokyo open? Buggy, I mean, just in general, I think generally waiting for after an opening period is always good in general. So regardless, I would say that's usually my answer. Half an hour to an hour is ideal. So MobX, yeah, you know, I will always take my payout no matter what. Now, your question about it affects your drawdown. I mean, I guess it really comes down to what you mean by that, because most prop firms don't allow you to withdraw into your buffer. So usually it means that I'm always having enough for a buffer anyways. So I'm okay with that. And like I said, ROI is everything, man. Because if I can get a payout, again, this comes down to skill too, right? Like maybe that's a big factor, but for me, it's like, well, if I buy an account for I don't know, $150, $300, and I can get a $600 payout, I'll take it. You know, that's doubled my ROI already. And I know for a lot of people, they don't want to do that because like they're worried about like their drawdown, what have you. But I'm honestly pretty content with it, man. Punks, Genis. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not a big scalps trader, but I mean, ever since last week, it seems like the community really likes scalping. So I was like, okay, sure. I don't mind kind of throwing that into here and there, right? So. Preppy, yeah, man. Wedding went by fast, man. It went by fast. Thanks, Tenwan. Yeah, Buljeet, 100%. Tonight, ever since we started having these circuit breakers over the Asia session, it's definitely been offering much bigger moves on the market. So definitely managing expectations is important for us. How much did you spend on prop from Scala before getting a payout? What do you mean by that, Buggy? Sorry, I don't know if your Scala meant to say something else. Yeah, Preppy, when it's your own wedding, it goes by fast. Yeah, I mean, I remember my wife and I, we didn't even get a chance to eat our dessert. Our desserts got taken away by someone before we could even eat them. Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to close this door here just so that my kids don't hear me. Are you part of the teachers in the rate trades community? When you say am I a part of the teachers, I'm not a teacher, no. But do I coach and mentor people offline? Yeah, I do. How many evals? So Buggy, your question really depends on the timing of my trading career, right? In the early days, there was a lot of burning, obviously, right? But these days, it doesn't take a lot. Like I can pass accounts fairly quickly, to be honest, because like I do know what I want out of the market and I can do that, and even getting to payouts, right? Like, so I don't, that timing wise for me isn't that big of a deal, to be honest. As far as your question in terms of circuit breaker, generally speaking, when a overall index of a market moves more than 5% of movement, it creates a circuit breaker, which basically means that usually positions of what form have to be halted and can't be traded anymore. We've actually had that a few times back in the day. I can't remember when it was anymore. I think it was last year. We had a few circuit breaker days where that took place. And that affects, some prop firms will not allow you to actually trade during circuit breakers. So it may not be a circuit breaker to us. So when I refer to circuit breaker, it may not be to specifically our market, but when it comes to the markets, I think it's Kospi or Kospi. If I'm like, I might be butchering it, but that's usually the case. That would have been a solid scalp trade, but I missed that by Militic there. Militic, guys. Oh, yikes, Preppy. How do I find my entries for scalps? I look for key areas on the market and I take them by that. I read bar by bar fanatic. Like I'm a bar by bar fanatic. Anyone who's worked with me knows that. So that's kind of essentially kind of how I go about it. AXP, is it 7%? I thought it was. I was pretty sure it was 5% before. Has that number changed, or does that matter what index we're looking at? I think what was like maybe the trading holds maybe 7%, but most prop firms have a circuit breaker 5% rule, if I remember correctly. How many contracts that I use to pass prop? I trade minis regardless, so I guess 1 to 3, 1 to 5. It really depends. Yeah, circuit breaker, I'm pretty sure is 5%. I believe during that period when circuit breakers were almost happening every day, my funded futures actually had created an indicator. I want to see if it's actually still available. Let's see. Circuit. Yeah, there you go. Circuit breaker MFFU. That's actually an indicator that was created by them. So if you actually click on that, you'll kind of see. So basically it was trying to pinpoint the moment where if price were to hit that point, your chart would show you that you're officially in the circuit breaker spot. What's up, Sergio? Are you working on the London or Asian market? Well, I'm always pre-London, so technically it's Asia. AXP, I think the halting and the circuit breaker might be two different things. It's going to be my guess. Now I'm kind of curious. Maybe they updated it. I think maybe it's just the prop firm thing that does 5% then, because I really remember 5% as the number. Interesting. Yeah, Ron, they back in the day, that's what they did. Mind you, this was like a year ago, so. The dotted line is the 200 EMA, Jane. I actually talk about this on stream all the time. I'm actually surprised, Jane, that you don't remember that one. Dragon Trade Futures, man, what's up? Would I take that potential higher low? Which potential higher low? I'm trying to access the Discord, but I accidentally connected on an account I don't use, and now I'm unable to connect the Discord account I use. Christine. Yeah, that's gonna be a Discord support desk question, man. I can't help you with that. Yeah, AXP probably, man. That makes sense. What's up, J Kings? AG Trader, I will be doing my review on NQ and gold. I don't trade ES, so I only do the reviews on the tickers that I trade. Area that I had marked was the 200 EMA, but this channel has also been on my chart for quite some time now, so. SCNG, man, my man. Yeah, man, much love to you, brother. I mean, you know what? Work's important. Work pays the bills. It keeps us at our core stable, right? Bodyguard, week's just begun, man. But as usual, I always feel like the week's long as hell, even though we're only like not even halfway through. Running on empty, doing good, man. EMA wise, on the 2 minute, yeah, 200 EMA is pretty much all I look at, but. If I were to reference it on other time frames, I would probably say like 9 and 20 and 50 EMAs are the ones I would look at. Nice. Nice, AG. Al Brooks is not an easy thing to follow, so if you're able to follow that, that's amazing, dude. The one forming now. No, I'm not interested in it. I mean, you could, but I'm not interested in it. Market's just been so bearish, you know? So I just don't feel confident taking it. I mean, could we reverse and, you know, wipe out some of this move? Yeah, possibly, but... Let's see. I don't know. I don't feel good about it, to be perfectly honest. Joe, you must be new by asking that question. Anything around channels, levels, anything like that, there's support to resistance, right? There's support resistance across the market is essentially what it is. Ramirez, yeah, I mean, in terms of how my system of trading, that is taught over any coaching or any class sessions. It's not something that I go over on stream, and that's more because it's not as simple as just saying, hey, draw your line here and you'll be successful. There's a lot of nuances that go behind it, and it's important that they understand that. Otherwise, people will fail, right? Because I think that, again, if it was as simple as just learning where a line is drawn and then trading it, I think there would be a lot more successful people out there trading if that was the case, right? So I don't ever feel comfortable giving out just a snag piece of information. Haha, MDC, yeah, the reversals book. Love it. Brian, what's the question? Not even the shirt here. What do you mean? All right, it's 10:25 now, guys. So I am gonna do the chart review, gang. I'm gonna hop right into this. So as usual, I'm gonna go over my introductions, and so that means I am not gonna be looking at the chat as I do this. So I'll get back to any questions that kind of pop up there. Welcome to Project 365, guys. If this is your first time here, drop a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. My name's Azheng Trades, or Alan. I am the pre-London host of Project 365. And so there are 5 of us that actually stream 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. Ron G streams before me. I take the pre-London session. Jake Ricci, the GOAT, streams the New York session, followed by Lamelli and Mitch that trades the afternoon session. I think no matter where you are around the world, we've got something to offer, which is the reason why I think that whatever the case may be, whatever style of training you basically follow, I think we've got something to offer you guys. So it's definitely worth tuning in to our streams every single day. And even if you yourself don't, if you know people, right, share the channel. It really does help us out a lot. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps us build our community in the space, and it gives us a reason to continue to push and do what we do today, so that we can continue doing this well past the 1 year mark of what we kind of preliminarily have planned here for ourselves. I will go through the chart review. I particularly trade the NQ and gold, which is the reason why I go over these tickers specifically. And so what I'm going to go over is I'm going to talk about the chart. I'm going to go over what I've been trading, what I've been looking at, how we could have traded prior sessions as usual, and then talk about kind of what I'm looking for from the day today. So I'm going to go through my top-down analysis here. So let's hop right into this. So going on the weekly bar, not much has changed from our last conversation. We are obviously starting to make our moves down. I don't want to say we're trending down, because to be perfectly honest, I won't classify it as that. Considering the fact that we were having such a strong move to the upside, as of right now, this could just be a larger time frame pullback. Now, on the smaller time frame, are we trending down? Yeah, absolutely. But I think on the larger time frames, we're just pulling back at the moment, and we can very likely still continue to move higher. And that's not to say that I'm looking for longs everywhere. I mean, definitely don't fight the trend. But it's just something to be cognizant of for those who are kind of just looking for us to like melt back down to like 24,000 or something like that, right? Not saying that's not possible, but I'm definitely not looking for that at the moment. Based on the daily bar, we've gone pretty close to tagging yesterday's low already. For me, I am looking, and I talked about this on stream yesterday, I am looking for us to come down and tag this channel and level over here at some point in time to see if we can get some sort of a bounce play there. That was a pretty important spot to me on the daily time frame here. And then going into the hourly as well, you'll see this is kind of what I was referring to. We had a pretty nice hourly buy bar that closed above our 706 level here. So giving us the thought process that maybe we could continue to keep moving higher from here before, again, we retrace over London and maybe come right back down again. Overall, the market obviously looks quite bearish at the moment. So until we kind of get a break of structure, it's kind of safe to assume we're probably going to keep going down. That doesn't mean that we can't catch longs. It doesn't mean we can't retrace. We could just get stuck in a range where we kind of whipsaw back and forth, as we saw earlier today in the session, where, you know, technically speaking, whether you were short bias or long bias, as you can see from since we opened, you could have capitalized on some pretty banger trades tonight. And then even going into yesterday's session. So we talked about this over the course of our chart review yesterday. I know, as you guys know, I wasn't home yesterday. I was taking the stream out of a hospital, actually, which is why I didn't stay the whole stream. But I did still hop on for the gang, just because I really wanted to make sure I got at least the chart review out there for you guys, so that you guys can, you know, do something with that. As I always say, I try not to be a signal trader, because that's not the goal here. Again, as always, looking to teach you guys how to fish versus give you guys the fish. And so you guys, if you guys remember during the chart review, I did say that I was looking for a couple things, right? It was either we were going to bounce at this channel, which we obviously did, or we were looking to tag the lows if we could break beneath and get down there, was kind of what I was looking for. So as you can see here, pretty much not too long after I logged off the stream, which normally I would have been still on stream during this time. So this would have definitely been a long trade I would have taken on stream with you guys. But we did end up bouncing at the channel, as you can see here, pretty on point. And then we locked in a nice higher low, potential higher low within the channel is there as well. Then we rejected the 200 EMA. So you can see here, price moved quite smoothly, at least for the way that I trade over last night. And then even coming into today, we had a bearish open, tagged and rejected off the VWAP 200 EMA as well. And we pretty much just sank from there, coming all the way down here. I did have a spot, I'm just double checking here to see where that is. I did have a spot in this area that we did end up bouncing on. I don't think I went over it on stream. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, I don't think I ever ended up talking about that spot, because I didn't know where we were going to be in the market, obviously, when New York would open. But I did talk about that on some of my one-on-one times with the students that I had. Nevertheless, though, we had a really nice kind of like, I don't know, I think that there are certain traders out there that trade ICT. I think this is like a certain form or terminology they use, But basically for me, I liked the way that we took down here. We obviously supported, we had a support bounce down here, and we reclaimed as a potential higher low for us to continue moving higher here on the overall given chart. And so anyways, that overall, the New York, if you kind of caught the first couple hours, great. Otherwise, you pretty much just ranged. Well, then coming into today as well, we had a really nice short opportunity that presented itself pretty much right off the open here. We kind of rejected and held beneath the channel level there, and that gave us a solid move all the way down here, which was about 100, was it 50 points? 50 points? Yeah, about a 50-point trade to the downside. Wait, not more than 50 points, right? Well, that's way more than 50 points. Sorry, I'm like, my math is not math, and that's like 200 plus points there. And then we had this big move up, and we had that continuation move as well over the push up here leading into the Tokyo Open. But as soon as we opened off Tokyo, you can see here we consolidated beneath the channel that we had up there, and then we started sinking back down. So the short trade that I took was the lower high that we formed half an hour into Globex, which was about right here. And then I took another short trade later on as we kind of made our way down. I took the lower high break beneath over here at the channel, which is the area that I took. So those were two short trades that I took on today, on tonight. That kind of worked out for us. And now leading into this right now, you can see here, we are still holding beneath this channel and 200 EMA at the moment. So I am kind of curious if we're going to be offered a short opportunity here. If we did want to short this, I would say that this would be one of those trades where I would respect the stop loss and kind of have something up here and take it from there. If you were scalping this, you would be in and out of the trade already, to be perfectly honest. I'm just trying to see what that stop loss looks like. Yeah, this would be about like a 1 hour trade, and definitely very plausible. I'm not taking any trades right now because I'm obviously doing a chart review with you guys, but you can see here, I called this out before the stream even really started here. But I think that's very plausible of a trade for us. As of right now, I'm just going to continue to be bearish. Like I'll look at these reference points that I have here as forms of walls that I can short. If we're going to long, I'm honestly not looking for longs unless, so there's only a few spots I'd look for right now. If we form a higher low here at the level at 706, maybe I'll take a stab at longs there. Otherwise, definitely very much looking towards the 600 area, basically 600 to 609, or the channel level down here. Those would be probably the next big spots that I would be looking for when it comes to long setups. Otherwise, I mean, if you want to play like a continuation on a reversal, you could probably do like higher lows and what have you at these structural points and reference points here, but I'm not too interested in that, to be honest. I'd probably be more bearish than anything else at this time. So that's my 2 cents on the NQ right now. On gold, on the other hand, going over this, let's just zoom out here. And I will tend to the chat in a bit, guys, for those who are kind of like waiting for me to respond. I will respond after I go to the chart review. Weekly bar, we're still pretty bearish right now as it is, but again, we're coming out of a fairly strong mover on the overall market from last week. As you can see here, that was a pretty big move on gold. That was about what, 200 points, give or take, which is not a small move whatsoever, right? And then on the daily time frame as well, you can see here now we're just kind of consolidating in a range. I know it's a large range, but we are. I find that gold, this is where like gold is my alternative asset that I trade, and it's not always going to be the thing that is most traded for me. I often will trade gold if I find that NQ is very indecisive and I can't find a trade. Gold becomes my backup, right? It's rare that I will prioritize gold over NQ, just because I personally like the way that NQ behaves more than I like gold. But even then, when gold trends, though, it trends really nicely. And this is a very good example. I mean, look at, these are hourly bars, guys. These are hourly bars. I mean, these look gross to me, in my personal opinion, right? So this is what, for me, it makes it hard to trade. There's not a lot of clear direction of where the market's trying to go. So if there was something to scalp, I probably would scalp gold versus NQ if there was going to be a scalp, just because of the way that we're moving at the moment in time. As we look right now, we're kind of just stuck in this range. Now we tag this level and the prior New York lows around the 4,000, which I'm not too surprised based on it being near the psychological spots there. But as we move up here, I definitely watch to see how we react at the Asia highs up here. Between base, what is this, like 40, 35 to 36. If we can clear that, then we're definitely looking at this upper channel level here between 442 to 446 area in the channel. That would probably be where I would watch to see if gold offers a short opportunity. So that would be kind of my 2 cents on the NQ and gold at this moment in time. I'm just going to go through the chat really quickly to see what questions I have missed. 7th, my 7th red account today. Locking out these accounts is epic annoying. Can't read the market. I missed all the big moves. Sleepy Mocha, man. Sorry to hear, man. Yeah, just, you know, take the time back to do some journaling, right? Because that's going to help you a lot, right? Just so that you can really understand why it is that you're struggling in the way that you are. I say this all the time, guys. People envy the outcome. They never envy the process, right? The process to greatness of any kind, whether it's trading, life, relationships, your business, your career, it usually comes in the form of a lot of work, right? So yeah, man, that's my best advice to you, is to definitely put the pen to paper and get some journaling in. Miami Vibe Realtor. I don't know when you hopped on, but as I said, Jake Ricci does the New York Open. I'm the pre-London host. What do you need to take along? I look for key areas. I did the chart review already, but I look for key areas first and foremost. I trade price actions, and I'm a bar by bar fanatic, so it's a combination of structure, price, bar by bar, all that type of stuff, right, that I look for when I take my trades. Blame it on space. Much love, man. Appreciate it. Just going to the chat. Ass a fly. What's up, man? I don't know what that 12 vac guy is talking about. I can't tell if that's a person or a bot. Does the 2-minute or 5-minute play a bigger role in execution for you? Both of them play a role for me. Whichever one fits the mold of what I'm looking for on the given day. Can you share that music playlist, Oscar? Yeah, man. It's just a nothing crazy. I actually always play this playlist in the background. I know some of the regulars probably get sick of it, but it's like the one soundtrack that lasts exactly the amount of time of my stream. Why do I look at 2 minutes and not 1? I find 1 too noisy, and I built my trading system around the 2-minute time frame. That's the reason why. And understand that although I'm only showing you the 2-minute time frame, I have multiple time frames up right now. I just don't show all of the time frames to you guys, because then the chart overall just looks super messy, right? So I'm only showing you the chart, the one chart that I'm executing on, so to speak. Thoughts on tonight? Maybe moving slow. Chris Chow, not sure when you hopped in here, but I just did the full trade review. So I think we've had lots of move tonight, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. We might have some pause and consolidations at some point in time, but I mean, I think that's pretty normal, right? So can I explain my bar by bar process? Jane Bond, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, if I could summarize it for you guys, right? Every candlestick, so in its fundamental level, candlesticks are telling us the story of what is happening in the game of tug of war in between buyers and sellers, right? And so every candle tells a story, and every time frame it tells a story. So I'm looking at that, I'm reading that story is essentially what I'm doing, right? And I trade based off of that. There's really not much I could explain outside of that, because like that's why when I coach, this is stuff that I would work on with a student for hours on ends to go over. And it's very particular as well, because as you can tell, Al Brooks has written thick books on this topic, right? So there's a lot. I mean, if you're curious, you can read Al Brooks's bar by bar, Jane Bond. It goes over a lot of it, right? Again, the way that I trade bar by bar is my interpretation and my system of how I like to execute upon that, in the same way as many other traders probably have their own ways as well. Miami Vibe Realtor. I've been trading for coming on 6 years now, actually. In about a month, I think it's my 6-year anniversary, I think, in August. Chase and trades. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Big Bang. No, if I was in a trade, you'd see the order. You'll see the order. I just finished the chart review, so I haven't hopped on anything yet. Yeah. I've talked about it on stream before. My mom actually has mental health issues, and she's had them for a very long time. I won't go into the granular details, but she just had a big situation yesterday, so I had to make sure I go check on it, because like mental health has risks like overdose medication, all that type of stuff, right? And suicidal thoughts and all that type of stuff, right? So anyways, it was a lot of different things. So I want to obviously be there for family. I think just to kind of touch on that topic as well, a lot of times this is kind of why I make the comments that I make, which is like when people, you know, blame situations, upbringings, all these different factors as to, you know, why they haven't made it in life. I take this, I'll give you guys a little bit of a piece of life advice here. I think that people who take little accountability with where they are in life are individuals who are very unlikely to ever really make it anywhere. Look, the way I look at it is this: I myself have come from pretty much like, you know, nothing. Single mom, mental health issues, raised ourselves. We lived in a very small home, you know, no dinners, those type of deal, everything that you could possibly think of, right? You would think that, hey, you know what, why didn't I, you know, gear towards gangs and drugs and all that stuff? Because I mean, wouldn't that be the natural causation of things, right? I think this is the reason why I look at such a big factor in life when it comes to values and integrity, because I think those are the things that really get you through those tougher times. I think it's very easy to try to go and take shortcuts and make quick money, but to be able to stay grounded on your values is kind of what helps you navigate the waters of life. And so, yeah, when I say that I've gotten to where I am, I was one of the youngest and most successful individuals in my corporate career when I was growing up in the system. Entrepreneurship, same as well. Trading, same as well. I'll tell you right now, people outside looking in, without knowing my life, would say, hey, you're just lucky. I'll tell you right now, I have done more work to get to where I am than most people have in their entire life. So I just understand that although I make it look easy, and whether it's business, corporate, life, relationships, trading, I'll tell you right now, it absolutely is not easy. It's a lot of work that a lot of people are not willing to put in, and not willing to do, which is why I always say people envy the outcome. They never envy the process, right? So anyways, my life of spiel advice to y'all on that topic, man. Yeah, Jack in the chat there is one of my students, and Jack just started with me a few weeks back, and yeah, it's a lot, man. Thanks, Miami Vibe. What's the cake of the day, John White, man? Nah, man, I gotta cut back a little bit, man. I'm definitely gaining more weight than I can manage these days as I'm getting older. Raw 100% victim mentality, man. Phenoms, man, you get it too, man. You get it too. Where there's that like one-liner quote, right? What does it say? Your upbringing or whatever may have gotten you to where you are, but where you end up at the end of time for yourself, that's the byproduct of your decision making, right? So YH, if you can't, I know it sounds bad, but when we lose and we can't stop and we keep forcing it, that's your degenerate gambler side that comes out, right? Which again, you have to remind yourself: are you a trader or are you a gambler, right? If you're a trader, then you got to respect the game. You got to respect the craft, right? You worked your years to become an overnight success. Absolutely. How do I map up my key levels? That's part of my coaching and mentorship that I provide. It's not something that I just kind of willy-nilly give out. I kind of commented on this earlier. It's not about being guarded, but just knowing how to draw a level isn't going to make you successful, and there's a lot of work that goes behind it. Again, a lot of students who work with me know that. Chart Dad, much love, brother. Brian, you just ate tacos, huh? You know, Sync, you know, your comment in the quote there is a good example of how to trade, right? You just react to what price is telling you, man. You can't try to bend your will. Is gold jumping right now? I haven't looked at gold. Nice. Gold is jumping. What a gap up with that 2-minute candle there. Interesting. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Nice trade on your end, man. Also, the levels part of it is also Jake Ricci's mastermind system. So that's also another thing I can't really just divulge in because it's not really my thing to give away. But we probably could have scalped this quite a few times, though, guys, to be honest. Like, if we really, really want to, we probably could have scalped this. Now, it's risky, obviously, to take these kind of trades right now. But, yeah, while I was doing all that talking, we probably could have scalped that. Chasing trades, man. I love it. Yeah, man, you gotta take it serious. The points of risk, it depends, make it 3 yards. It depends on the market, depends on the session. I don't have, like, a specific exact amount, because it really just depends, right? I see that we got over 300 thumbs up already. So I will get the giveaway going. Just give me a second here, guys. I just got to get the bot set up. Oh, weird. I am not auto logged in. Why is that? I got worried there. I thought I got booted out. All right, guys. I'm going to leave some instructions here. All right, guys. Giveaway bot has started. Lalana trades. I'm a price action trader. Anyone who would have entered that scalp trade, it's working out, guys. OCC, what up, man?
Whispers of love, stories untold. Fingers trace the edge of time, searching for peace, a rhythm to find. Falling slow, like the evening glow. Hearts collide, where the soft winds go. In the echoes of the sunset, I hear your name through the fading light. Nothing feels the same. Every beat of my heart.
As you guys are participating in the giveaway, for some of the guys who are just hopping on stream here, friendly reminder that Lucid Trading just launched their daily payout accounts, and although I can't see them since I'm on the buy program, because I can't see the plans, you guys are good. I think you guys are gonna love it, man. I think any prop that offers a daily payout option is always amazing. You guys know I like my take profit trader. It's for exactly that reason, right? And Lucid's a reputable prop. They've been around for a while. They've been fast with payouts. Dashboard's amazing too. So definitely, if you guys are looking to scoop some up, I think if you're new to it, you get like 50% off if you're brand new. But nevertheless, man, 50% off, 40% off. Code RT, guys. The link's already pinned in the chat there. If you guys have never given them a shot before, but that's the account that I'm giving away right now as well. It's a 50K pro account. 50K pro account. All right, the giveaway bot is done. I'm gonna move that out of the way now. We're gonna pick a winner, guys. You guys can stop typing enter now. We're gonna pick a winner here. All right, Diablo F3G, you are the winner of the giveaway. Diablo F3G. Y'all who are spamming, please stop spamming. The giveaway is done. The giveaway is done. Diablo F3G. Alrighty, man. Congratulations on winning the 50K pro account, man. That's pretty sick. I've dropped the my Instagram there in the chat. Send me a DM and I will send you the code after this stream is over. Okay? I don't know. I mean, Sam, I don't want to speculate that we could move to the VWAP right now, just because we're obviously hitting a wall here. I think through all of this consolidation, scalping was the way to go. You can see here that we could have locked in a nice 18-point scalp already by now. So I don't know if anyone ended up scalping this as we were talking about it, but this has been a clear wall. And for those who are just hopping into the stream just now, you can see here when as price was moving, I had said this channel spot that I had was exactly the spot that I was looking for shorts, right? So hopefully you guys were able to catch that, because yeah, you literally could have scalped this thing like I don't know how many times. Each 2-minute candle was basically a scalp trade, so which is kind of wild to put that in perspective, but yeah. Ratchet, giveaway's been announced already. So I'm going to put it in the tracker now so I can give it to you later on, my friend. Duchess of Darkness. Fair question. I think that what we're essentially looking for when we're looking for price reactions, like some of the strongest candles that you can look for in a chart are the failure candles, right? The ones that show that have that wick you're referring to. That's ideally what you want to see when it comes to the reaction of that key area. How am I picking the winner? It's a bot. MDC. I will do another giveaway actually. So just want to share, you know, one of the things that I offer, and I'm you know, this is, I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, by the way, but you can thank my student for this actually. When I do my class sessions, so I usually do one-on-ones with a lot of different people, but the class curriculum, I don't even know what to call it, but like the program where I coach someone or I teach them my system for 5 days to 6 days, right? That is something that I don't do often. I only do it once in a while because it takes a lot of time out of my day. I don't have a lot of time to do that. So I can only find periods throughout the year to do this. Part of me doing that, actually, my most recent, was that I included as part of that package that, you know, people would pay me my time for, is actually a free 50K account. So that's usually what I provide for them. And so for this most recent, because of the new prop firm that started, I actually provided accounts from 10-4 Trading. So one of my students actually, I posted him on Instagram actually. He did well, actually, pretty much literally after our education. and he was able to catch bangers on his live account. And he said, you know what, Alan, I'm probably not going to be trading prop firms anytime soon because I'm doing so well with my live account. And so because of that nature of that, he said, you know what, Alan, whatever I got from you, can you please donate it to someone else? So just so you guys know, tonight I will be giving away that account to one of you guys because that student is graciously saying, I don't need it. I'm doing well. Thank you for the coaching and mentoring and the education, but give it to someone who may need it more than me. So for the next giveaway, part of the giveaway, we're going to be looking for 500 thumbs up for a 50K account giveaway. And just so you guys know, the account has no DLL, no activation fee, no consistency rule, especially during the funded. Eval has a 50% consistency, I believe, but so this will be the thing that I'll be pushing it out for. So just so you guys know, I don't want to, obviously for confidentiality reasons, I'll keep the student's name hidden. But obviously he's, shout out to, you know who you are, shout out to you for graciously offering this account. Yes, the Lucid Pro account that I just gave away, that's part of Rate Trades. You got it. For those who are asking which firm, I literally just explained it, guys. Thumbs up on the stream, guys. So we got to get 500 thumbs up first before I will do the giveaway. Not in the chat, guys. On the stream, as always. Like the stream. What's the biggest loss? Think, you know, a lot of people ask me this question all the time on stream as well. I always, you know, there's a lot of different losses that I've taken over the years as a trader. I think options obviously was probably my bigger losses because they're so big. I've talked about on the stream before where I lost basically my monthly paycheck on a trade. Yeah, it definitely like throws you for a tailspin, but it's almost like a what is it called? I'm like drawing a blank here on the choice of words, but it's part of the process. I'll just say that. Duchess of Darkness, I do host classes actually, so I don't do them all the time though. If for anyone who's interested in working with me, I'm moving actually in the next month here, so I'm definitely not going to be hosting anything anytime soon. So one-on-ones are the best ways to work with me. But if you want to go through a class period, it's probably not going to be until like near the end of September or maybe October earliest, just because I honestly don't have time to do one anytime soon. So, but if you guys want to reach out, you guys can always reach out to me on Instagram. I'll put it in the chat. Rite of passage. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. You're right. Yes, I am still using them. Correct. If someone's restricted, then they're restricted. There's nothing we can really do about that. Honestly, I think every trader struggles with risk management. Every trader. And that's because everyone who comes into this is coming into this with a I want to make money fast mentality. I want to get rich. I want to live the life of the rich and the famous. I think that's honestly the reason why. I'm moving to Edmonton. Anything regarding working with me, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I don't really want to talk about that stuff on stream, just because as these streams obviously get recorded and what it would cost to work with me will change over time. Obviously, anyone who started working with me in the early days got the best deal of all because it was very, very low cost back in the day as it was getting started. But is that Lucid giveaway too? Cabron? I don't know the question, sorry. I already gave away the Lucid account. What's my year-to-date payout value so far? You can actually find that on my trader stats. I think I actually posted that before. Anyone catch the short that we were talking about, guys? I know I've been so busy chatting with you guys. I haven't like taken anything, but Forex, nope. I don't participate in too many competitions. Much of it, honestly, has to do with the fact that I'm not even up to pace with that stuff. Trading is not my main thing that I do. Although I enjoy it, it's not the main thing I do.
Every wave just feels the same. Lost in the glow.
Jane Bond, are you not watching my screen right now? Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but the fact that you're asking what my short is, I've been talking about this area for like the past hour. Moving for family. I'm moving for family, guys. Nice, guys. Nice job. I'm glad the chat was able to catch some dubs tonight on that short. Yeah, Lil Joe. Finally found a person who could afford my house. So, finally went through. Yeah, it'll be a lot of work. Ah, got it, Jane Bond. It's the same area, man. Same area that I've been talking about here with the channel. Nice, money bag. Right on. Can you still enter for a short? Yeah, it depends on your risk management. I mean, I feel like you're kind of chasing at this point, but it's possible still. We'd have to wait for a structural lower high or something like that at this point. Nice job on passing your account, Jack Harris. Did Rake buy my house? I don't think Rake is interested in houses. He's a condo guy. Actually, that's not true, because I guess in Puerto Rico, he's technically living in a house right now. Yeah, the cost of my house is 1.6 million. For those who do not know where I live in Vancouver. So for someone who thinks that sounds like a crazy amount, that's not that crazy. Houses in Vancouver are super expensive. I will never automate my trading, but that fair question, Duchess of Darkness. I get that question asked a lot. I never plan on doing that. The entry would have been up here, guys. For those who are asking. Like, you could have entered up here, basically. Yeah, MDC, I agree. I mean, like, I want to trade mechanically myself, but I don't plan on automating my trade. Yeah, but that's not what, Ron, that's not what makes it expensive, though. We're expensive because there's just been so much foreign investor money out where I live for so long. It's been a big factor to that. And obviously, people want to live here too. Like, people love living here because the weather's great and all that stuff too. Great food. But yeah, it's been crazy. Look at the shorts, guys. Damn, let's go. Let's go. Anyone's in this short, man. You're living it up right now. I will start the giveaway, guys. What prop firm are you using now? I take Profit Trader, Top Step, and 10-4. Ooh, actually, you know what, guys? I do have something to share with you on that one as well. You know what? Let me get my giveaway started first, actually. Okay, let me bring that thing back in the stream here again. All right, the bot has started, guys. I don't copy trade now. I know this is your first time watching my stream. I don't copy trade. It's not my cup of tea, man. And the reason why I don't like copy trading is for risk management reasons. If you guys are asking questions right now, I won't be able to view your questions, FYI, because of the giveaway. I'm curious if this price area has a scalp opportunity or not. I'm watching just based on like this area here. "20 seconds and we'll announce the giveaway winner."
Broken glass beneath my feet, but I still dance to my heartbeat. Time won't heal, but it will teach. That peace is something I can reach. The dark won't define me. It only reminds me that even when I lose control, I'm still. So
Taking a risky scalp here, guys. All right, giveaway bot is done. Oh man, I missed my entry by just like a small ticket again. Damn, that's unfortunate. All right, King Kumar, you are the winner of the giveaway. King Kumar, are you here? So because of that move, I'm going to close this out now because I don't, if it does come back, I think we're going to keep moving a little bit lower before we move higher again. So all right, King Kumar, send me a DM as my friend. Send me a DM on my Instagram and I will send you the code afterwards. Anyone catch the long scalp here? I like missed the entry by like a millitech, man. Brutal. I'm gonna hold off on the giveaways for now. I mean, if we hit some astronomical number on thumbs up, then maybe I will. But for now, let's focus on trading, guys. Let's focus on trading. Nice. Space Mo caught the scalp. Beautiful, beautiful. So far, 2 trades called out. Obviously, the first one would have been up here, the one that we spoke about earlier, which took a little while, but we got the move, right? Scalp trade. I mean, I personally missed my entry by a slight smidge, but it did offer a nice like 15 to 20 point scalp. So let's see how price reacts here, guys. Overall, obviously, market's quite bearish. That's wild. I guess I should have left my limit order. That was literally the entry I had earlier. Sync, when I'm doing a scalp, I'll usually do about like 1 to 2 minis when I'm scalping. And so the amount of points will obviously decide on how the average market move looks. Drew Cut, welcome if you're new here. Welcome to the Project 365 stream. I'm one of the hosts here, my friend. I'm Azheng Trades. I'm the pre-London host. Yeah, Narami Cross. I mean, a lot of people deal with that issue for sure. I think it comes down to, again, just making sure that you do your due diligence journal. Like, why did you take that trade? Would you take that trade again? I've said this on stream many times too, right? Where I've like taken a loss before. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I take it again. Like, and because we know that the fact of the matter is that that trade makes sense, right? That's why we did it. Preppy, nice. Good work, man. Good work. Do I believe we're going to sweep Asia low? Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. I mean, I think that if we come back and sweep Asia lows, I think we move lower. Just if you rewind to the chart review, you'll remember what I'm referring to in terms of what we're actually looking for on the NQ chart. So yes, I do think we have the possibility of moving lower. ADHD, yeah, man. I'm happy to be back. Drew Cut, if you want to take a look at how I view the markets, you can kind of rewind it back to the what is it, almost an hour ago. I did a whole chart review on NQ and gold. As far as how I trade, I'm a price action trader. I trade market structure, bar, that type of deal. Usually I'll trade and I'll hold for moves, 30, 50, 60 points, whatever, give or take. But these days I feel like a lot of people like it when I scalp. So I've just kind of been scalping when scalping opportunities present themselves. Phenoms, man. Sorry to hear, man. How do I deal with trading trail and drawdown? I scalp, actually. That's how I deal with trail and drawdown. Bruce Wayne, much love, brother. I always find it interesting because I know that there's a lot of like, because again, I'm not a scalper, guys. I know I've been doing that a lot lately, but I'm not a scalper by trade. But I know that there's a lot of people who have a lot of negative thoughts around scalping. They're like, oh, you can't be successful scalping, yada, 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 right? But I think that maybe you just don't know how to scalp. I think that there are people who are tremendously do well in scalping. That's their thing. So, I mean, to each their own. I feel like, that's the thing too in this trading space. There's so much negativity. There's always people shitting on each other. And it's like, guys, we're all in this and we're all dealing with the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, why are we shitting on each other? The market is already kicking the living shit out of us. Why are we kicking each other as well? Makes no sense, Play for Vita. I hear you, man. You guys watch Fast and Furious? When I think about when I talk about the comment about like negative thoughts, I think about those two brothers. I think they first got introduced in Fast 5, when they're always like bantering with each other, and one of the brothers are always very negative, and then the other one's always like, "Yo, man, what's with all the negativity, huh?" That's what I think about when I think about the markets and the negativity in that. Yeah, the Brazilians. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I get the calling people out thing. I guess, this is kind of, I guess, my thoughts of what I've always lived by, right? I've always kind of like stayed by lane. Like, there's accountability, there's conversations to be had, corrections, whatever it may be. But when I was finding success as a corporate person, finding success as a business person, I didn't spend my time and my energy going out there and be like, you suck, you're a cheater, you're this, you're that. I just focused on me. I focused on working on me. So when you guys think about it, honestly, this is honestly another good tidbit of life advice for you guys. If your life has a battery bar of how much energy you can have to dedicate towards things in life, how much of that battery do you really want to waste on negative people? How much of that battery do you really want to waste on people who are really not going to benefit you in life, right? You'd be surprised how much further you can get along if you just focus on you versus focusing on all the negative thoughts of people out there. Like I remember one person on YouTube once, it was actually not on stream, it was actually on one of my YouTube posts. No comments, no nothing, just straight up like, oh, you're a scammer, you know, you don't know how to trade and yada yada yada. I'm like, where does this thought come from? It's like, it's just a very interesting thing. Like maybe it's a bot, but it's like, it makes you wonder sometimes. I'm like, man, to have so much negativity in the world, you know, to do that, it's really not a good use of your time, right? So I don't know. It's just my 2 cents. If people want to be negative, they can do what they would do, but I usually just kind of stay in my lane and focus on me, because you're not going to get better by bashing on other people. Appreciate it, man. IK Fred, no, I've not had that issue. That's interesting. You should report that with their support team. If you supported Welsh rugby, you'd be negative. Is Welsh rugby a guy, or are you referring to like the sport rugby? Drew cut. Yeah, man, 100%. I get it, man. I just say it just because like I work with people as well in the business industry and back in corporate as well, and I would remember people would always complain like, oh man, that guy got promoted, why did this get promoted? Oh man, did you hear this person like slept with this person and that's why they got promoted? And it's like, man, if you just put all that energy you have in gossiping about other corporate colleagues and just focus on yourself, maybe you'd actually be the next person that gets promoted, you know? So I don't know, I just yeah. Anyone catching this along, by the way, guys? I know I mentioned it as a scalp trade, but we're moving quite nicely. What are we at from the original entry point? We're up 50 points already now, basically 49. Goofy, my man, Goofy. Hope you're doing good, man. Goofy there is actually also one of the students that works with me as well. In the past 3 months alone, he's basically raked in $100,000 in payouts. And yes, now he's on live with. Hey, is that live account with Lucid, Goofy? Is that your Lucid one, or is that a different one? Yeah, right on, brother. Right on. Milk him, man. Milk him. Yeah, on futures, Drew, I trade prop firms. I don't trade live capital. I actually don't even know how to start a live capital account on futures in where I live. I live in Vancouver, Canada, by the way, Drew Cut, just for your reference point. Because a lot of prop firms actually can't move me live. They always just basically cap me out. I trade my personal capital when it comes to options, though. I know a lot of people ask that question. So your question there about, you know, is the price going to continue to go down again? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're bearish, right? So I would like to imagine that we are going to fail this area and continue moving lower. I mean, that's a very fair analysis and thought process. Why do you guys want me to? Would it be worth scalping a short here? May have missed it already, but am I profitable? Yes, I am profitable a little bit. The live account for a full 50K. Brian, when you ask that, what do you mean by full 50K? They give you like your usual balance, like any other account, so it'd be like 2K or 3K or something like that. I don't trade the New York session, man. I leave that to the GOAT Jake Ricci. Yeah, business and family, man. Yo, Phenoms, man. Yeah, you gotta take a break, dude. Live means it's live capital, so it's not simulated capital. That's actually like their own prop firm money that they're providing you, and you're actually trading on the live chart. Because when you trade on sim, you know, for anyone who trades props who are like, oh, I'm whatchamacallit, they're stop hunting my stops. If you're sim trading, your stops don't even exist on the chart, right? But when you're live trading, it actually shows up on live on the DOM. No limit, Brian. When the giveaway starts, then a giveaway will be announced, but nothing just yet. I want to kind of focus on, I've been just focusing on chatting with you guys and want to get in some trades here. But if we hit some wild number tonight, I'll slip in another giveaway, guys. Oh, Little Joe, does it not? I thought stops and limit orders show on the DOM. Do they not? I know someone asked me earlier on about my payouts for the year, and I know someone now is asking me about how my P&L is for the day. So I just gotta get to it. Give me a second here. I'll pull up some stuff and I'll share with you guys because I don't have issues showing it, but. On eval, can you still scalp, or does slippage, fees, and spread kill it? I mean, yeah, you should still be able to scalp. It should be no issue. No, I would definitely look at this more of a short setup than a long setup, personally. Unless we put in a potential higher low now, then sure. But this would have been a lower high, which you technically could have absolutely caught a lower high on this trade. Yeah, I do have Instagram, and my usual trading time is 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to midnight. And I shouldn't say trading time, streaming time. My streaming time is 10 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time. I put my Instagram in the chat there. All right, so I'll share my screen. Actually, can I share my screen? Hold on, let me just want to make sure I'm not screwing this up here. There you go. So this is the P&L on today's trading so far. This is for my 10-4 accounts that I have. So this is what my trading stats are at the moment. And then as far as payouts go, this year, that's my payout for this year. That's my payout for last year. And that's my total payouts so far for the past 2 years. Hopefully that kind of answers your questions for those who are asking that question. Melbourne, Australia. Hey, man, what's up? From down under, my friend. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually mention, I actually just requested for another payout with 10-4. I forgot to up. My mind's been everywhere, to be honest. Like I said, I've been dealing with some stuff lately, so my head's just kind of been all over the place, but I'll share just for the transparency of it. Where is it? You can see here that I requested for another payout. I literally just requested it earlier. So that's another payout that's going to be coming. So they'll add to my calculations for the year. Chasing trades, man. I don't know. Maybe it's a mentals thing, man. Like, I don't copy trade because of risk management. Like, I hate losing on multiple counts on one trade. Like, that kills me. I know everyone gets excited because, like, you know, when you win, you do so well. But for me, I struggle with that, man. How many trades did I take? I did. You may have hopped in a little late. I actually shared it on the chart review. I took 2 trades tonight. 2 trades. Yeah, Hugario. I'm actually I'm a business person, so I do track everything. So last year in 2025, I believe my expense ratio is what I call it. I believe my expense ratio was 30%. So basically, whatever my payout was, 30% of that was expense. And if I were to pinpoint where those expenses came from, I would say that probably 75% of that 30% on the year's expenses came from the first 5 months of futures trading, because I burnt a lot of accounts when I was during the learning phase of it. And I was honestly, I tell the story all the time. Like I degen quite a bit in the early days because I didn't take the prop account seriously, and that honestly worked against me. But as soon as I started finding a rhythm, the cap outs and live payouts, they started coming out one after the other. I think I capped out with my funded futures first, and then right after them it was funded futures family, then it was Tradeify, then it was Apex. Like, it was just one after the other. Then it was Lucid. So yeah, it's been a crazy ride, man. It's been a crazy ride. Yeah, Hugario. So depending on the prop firm, depending on the timing, I think a lot of that's big. I don't think that person is in the chat right now, but one of the traders that have been on the chat these past few streams have been talking about how he's been getting moved live very fast on a lot of the props. I think timing has a lot to do with it, because when I started trading futures, these bigger guys like Tradeify and Lucid, they just started rising. And so usually during the early days, right, the concept of live didn't exist. And this is like, it's kind of crazy. For those who have been around futures trading for as long as I have as well, it's kind of crazy to think about where the market has been, because when I was trading with Tradeify, Funded Futures Family, like the live program, it didn't even exist. Like, it didn't exist back then. So a lot has changed since then. So yeah, I think the whole idea of like being able to cap out and all that stuff, it was very different back in the day compared to now. Like I always talk about this because like my big payout with Apex was like in total a $96,000 payout. And today it'd be very difficult to do that without not being moved live, because the markets today are very different, right? Like Jade Cap, I bring him up all the time because he's the world record holder for Apex. He took $2.5 million in payouts. Could you do that today? No, probably not, right? Like, it's not possible to do that anymore, but it was before at some point. So that's what I talk about a lot of times, is that I think that, like, yes, today you'd probably get moved live fairly quick. Like 10-4, like they're probably going to give me the tap on the shoulder soon, because I've gotten so many payouts up to that point, up to this point already, right? And the thing is with me, for those who are kind of new here, because I'm from Vancouver, Canada, we don't have live. Like, it's not an option actually. So most prop firms basically usually just send me off and say, thank you, Alan. It's kind of like the thank you for playing, right? Thanks for playing, see you later, right? Because like, okay, thanks, you proved your point, you're good at trading, see you later. Here's your last payout, on with you, right? But for me, even though that happens to me a lot of the times because of where I am, I still advocate for a lot of prop firms, because there's a lot of prop firms who have continued to do really well and offer a lot of great resources for traders, right? So that's why I always talk about Tradeify and like Lucid and stuff like that, because even though, yeah, I'm capped out with Tradeify and all that from the past, right? Like, that's still something that we talked about, right? Like, it's still worth talking about. Now, with that said, though, one of the things I was going to share with you guys is I've been capped out with Tradeify for quite some time now, but and Brett, if you end up watching this stream, thank you, by the way, for your assistant. It's been a lot of on and off. I've been trying to get back onto Tradeify again, and I was kind of hitting a wall for a little while there, which again, I don't blame them, because I did get my 6-figure payout with them already. But the good news that I just got today was that I'm officially reinstated with Tradeify again. So I not like this very moment, but as of like tomorrow when the market closes, I should be able to start getting into accounts with Tradeify again. So excited for that. So again, shout out to Brett Simba for allowing me to get back on Tradeify again, because it has been a long time since I've been with them. So anyways, just looking forward to that. So just sharing that with the gang. All right, so now let's get back on track here. We are now coming into the same area again, guys. Now, the difference this time around that I will say, sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of all these boxes here because there's just distraction. The difference now when we're watching as we come up to this is that now when we look at the structure, we're looking like we are forming that potential higher low now. So shorting here no longer becomes the same thought process. I'm not saying that we can't reject here. I'm just saying I don't have the same level of confidence now because we are structurally put that in. So if you already were in longs, obviously that's amazing. Obviously from that initial scalp trade thought process and when I called out the spot that I was looking for. Now the next spot we're going to look for, structurally speaking, is going to be up towards VWAP here or the channel up here at 905, give or take, right? That's probably the next spot I would watch to scalp or something like that if I were to. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat here. Yeah, Hugari, 100%, man. 100%. It's so true. Goofy took the higher low. Let's go, buddy. Nice work. What do you mean? William Burke, when I was talking about taking the account seriously, I was referring to the fact that when I'm usually trading options, I'm risking $500 on an options trade, right? Or $1,000 on an options trade. So when you're buying accounts for $50, you know, you don't treat it as seriously. You're like, oh, $50, whatever. I mean, I lose $500 on a Tesla trade or a SPY trade, right? So what is $50 on a prop? So that's what I'm referring to when I talk about that. Yeah, right guy, right on. Profit expense report. Albo trades. I'm a price action trader. Sin, I know that copy trading is not my thing. I would never do it. And to be honest, if you think about it, if you were a live trader, like trading personal capital, copy trading isn't even a thing. So I don't think it should be something that we should get too obsessed with, because if you want to be a long-term sustainable trader, the concept of copy trading actually doesn't exist, right? So just kind of put that in perspective. Make it 3 yards. There's a lot of legalities around doing what you're referring to. So personally, again, trading is not my full-time gig, believe it or not. I enjoy doing it. I do a lot of it, but my business, my restaurant consulting business is my go-to. So I don't want to complicate my life more than I need to. These days, because of where I'm at in life, I'm looking to repivot my focus, right? Family, charities, foundations. I've talked about that on a few streams already, but did AI sharpen the business models? Yeah, probably. It's possible, man. No to Rabs. Look, during the chart review, I talked about what I want on the overall chart, but as the chart continues to change, we need to make sure we move with the reaction, right? So was I bearish when we were up here? Yes. Now that we're forming and validating this lower high here, am I bullish? Yes. Am I bearish when we come up here to VWAP and channel? Yes. So again, this is where, like, I don't get married to one bias. I'm prepared to take both sides of the trade depending on what it offers. Crash and fly. Yeah, man, all of us do. William Burke, much love, brother. Caught the long. Nice, nice. I can't see the new daily Lucid plan, so I couldn't even speak to it even if I wanted to. Like, I have no visibility to them. I can only see Lucid Max. If you guys know what I mean by that. Just because I'm on the... Goofy knows what I'm talking about because he's on the live platform now too. Like, I'll show you guys what I mean. Where's my thingy here? Like, you see this, guys? This is all I see. Lucid Max. I don't have the option for anything else but this because I'm on the live platform, so. Goofy, my man. Let's go, dude. Do I have a website? No. Honestly, you know how many people reach out to me on Instagram saying, hey, Alan, you know, I can help you grow your followers. I can help you, you know, gain more business and trading. It's like, look, I like to build my relationships organically. I'm either going to like working with you and you're going to like working with me because we like each other, or we're not. I'm not looking to treat this in any transactional way whatsoever. That's not who I am as a person. I'm interested in scalping this, by the way, guys. I'm not with Apex Live, no. I got capped out with them last year, and I have just been capped out since then. Let's take a stab at scalps. How did that not fill? No way that did not fill. There you go. Let's take a shot, guys. Risky biscuit. I know there's a lot of buying momentum coming from this, but do I think prop firms will survive long term? Yeah, I mean, I think as long as they continue to evolve, why not, right? In terms of the question about beginners, man, that's I don't think there's a real answer for that one, man. Like, I know a lot of people are looking for like a, you know, what's the easiest thing to do? I mean, the easiest strategy to use are things like orb strategies and what have you, right? Like, that's probably where you want to start. But if you've never traded before, man, just go on to YouTube and just go search and browse around and just kind of check out what's out there, right? And see what there's to offer. So there is no cooling period after you deny going live with them. Krishnash, what cooling period for who? Who are you talking about? Apex? I don't have that option. Bazad, I'm a price action trader. That pretty much sums up the way that I trade. Krish, I wasn't denied a live for Apex. There was no Apex Live when I got maxed out with them. So since then, they haven't come back to me in any way or form. There was only a select individuals that actually got picked for that, and those were like the big guys, like all the guys who like had made those $1 million payouts. Market's about to open for London in about 21 minutes, gang. How's gold been doing? Let's see. Oh, gold. So we're up at this level now in gold, guys. If you guys remember what I said I would like to see how we come up and test this 40-42 level. So we got this whole area here between 40-48 to 40-42. So we'll have to be patient and see if we are offered the opportunity. But this is the shorting range that I will look into right now on gold. Yeah, we've been ranging, but it's been like big swings. So definitely a lot of opportunity to be caught. MGC price on Top Step is 4,100. I don't know. I don't trade MGC, nor do I really look at the Top Step one, so I'm not really too sure. MGC, generally the micro chart is going to be slightly different from the mini chart. Is run to Asia open out of question? No, I don't think it's out of the question. I think it's possible for sure. I mean, the way that we're just like pummeling, we're just pushing right now, right? Like, I'm going to get stopped out here. Got stopped out on that. No success on that scalp trade, guys. I don't know what XAU is or XAG is. I don't trade that. I already did my trade review on gold, and I don't trade silver. Ah, CFD, that makes sense. Yeah, 1R. Yeah, if I'm scalping, definitely 1R. I'm not doing more than that if it's a scalp. What do I trade? What's in front of you here? NQ and GC, that's it. I'm going to take like one more stab real quick here, and I recognize that it's a super tight one. Oops. But I do feel like we've got room. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being very pessimistic about the NQ right now. I'm gonna take one more shot at this, guys, and I'll be wrong very quick if I'm wrong.
Fingers trace the sky so wide, searching for a place to hide. The sun melts slow into the sea, and I feel you here with me.
GC at 41. GC's definitely not at 41.
Every wave just feels the same. Lost in the glow.
Not too sure where you would see that. Take it easy, Goofy. Interesting. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure why that would show on it as that. Take it easy, gang. December contract shows 4,100. Interesting.
Footprints fade on golden sand. Time slips off through my hand. The breeze hums quiet, lullabies.
Indeed it was. Indeed it was.
In your endless skies, every shadow whispers your name.
Looks like we can get it stopped out here, guys. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think I talk about this a lot on stream with you guys as well, right? Where like I'm okay taking the L's as they come. And as I do the chart reviews with you guys as well, you can obviously see that I do prioritize you guys a lot, right? Because like I'll do chart reviews, I'll talk about where I want to see price take place, you know, the shorts, the longs. And a lot of times I miss them. I miss them because I'm talking to you guys, right? And then so by the time that I get to the chart and I trade something, it might not always be the best of the best, but so that's why I'm okay with it, because I don't just trade this session, as you guys know. I do this just for you guys, right? But anyone who were able to catch the short up here and the long down here, solid, right? Those were part of the analysis and the chart review that we had, and so if you guys caught that, that's the solid win that I'm happy that you guys caught, man. Yeah, Zishana, I know you're saying, you know, you're shorting at the wrong place. Just remember that there's always a lot of different styles of trading, right? If I had to call out another trader every single time they lost a trade, I'd be like thinking that that's the wrong trader or what have you. Remember, every style has a different thing, right? So if you feel that the short trade was the wrong trade there, all good, man. It happens, right? It might not be your style, but again, if you guys have seen how many scalp trades I've taken, I would say that I have more green on scalps than I do on than I have on red, right? So check my Discord DMs. William Burke, you could be live from Canada if you're on Ontario. Ontario is the only province that allows for that. Sam. Oh, there you go. There's that short of that level, guys. He said that this was going to be a watch for us, right? One R would have been nice for that. William, no, everywhere in Canada is banned except for Ontario. Ontario is the only province you could move live with, actually, with Tradeify, or with any prop for that matter. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's so special about Ontario, to be honest. I have no idea. That's just what the prop firms told me at the time. I struggled a lot last days today. That PA was easy to read. Yep, we're coming up to a pretty important spot here, guys. You lost $2,500 in the short? Where was your stop loss? I am watching to see what we do here, man. Sells would be nice. I want to see how this 5-minute bar closes. We have about 2.5 minutes left. To 840 area, once the line opens line trade, just pull back to 840. Yeah, I think that's fairly valid. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna bounce at VWAP at 880, but yeah, if not 880, 840 makes sense. No problem, Sam. Yeah, good call, Stuart. So far, the two cleanest trades tonight, man, were really the two that I called out earlier. This one and this one. Those were the cleanest ones. And like this was kind of indicating, this was kind of indicating a short trade to us, but that pretty much got invalidated by this bar afterwards, right? So if you missed this and caught this afterwards, this would have been a nice long. Other than that, nothing else really has been presented so far. How did you quit alcoholism? Who's that question for? Did someone say that they're an alcoholic? You're in a short already again, Hagaru? I was hoping to get a 5-minute bearish bar at least, man, but we didn't get that. You guys probably don't know, but I'm actually allergic to alcohol. So I hope that question wasn't for me. I couldn't drink alcohol even if I wanted to. When you have a Lucid Max account, can you swap a 50k for 150k? Once you're in Lucid Max, you can select whichever one you want to start as the eval, but whatever you pass as a Lucid Max eval, that's the one that gets moved live with you. Can I speak Chinese as well? I can speak Cantonese a little bit, but not the greatest. How did you discover you're allergic? I had a sip, my friend. many years ago. Cadillac. My stream usually starts at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. No, I do not think micros are too small. I've done a whole MNQ series on how I passed the top step account trading 3 micros. We're coming up to Globex now, guys. I mean, this is like, if there's going to be a short, this is it. Like, we're coming up to the area. So let's just see how the opening candle forms. Globex is when the market opens for futures. I don't really have a favorite Asian food. I like all kinds of Asian food. Yeah, the terminology of trend comes down to what time frame you're looking at, guys. Multi-time frame analysis. See what we do here in London. We are at a key area, guys. Like, this is it. Like, this is a very important spot to either short or break and retest for longs. I'm going to see if I can take one last scalp, guys, before I call the night here. Last scalp of the night, gang. Last scalp of the night. Nice, Ron. Congratulations, dude. Is this the new likes target hit on nice? I don't know. It's hard to say. You never know how much of it's bot driven too, so. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely come a long way. I remember when I started the stream like 14, 15 weeks ago, I was like, oh man, I wonder if anyone's gonna even want to watch at this time of the night. So definitely glad it's been able to do what it's been able to do.
Rain on the window, soft and slow. Coffee steam, the city glows. Every breath, a memory flows, and I just let it go. You and I, we fade in gray. Time dissolves and drifts away. Every word we used to say still echoes where we lay.
What are my settings for the yellow line? I don't have any settings, Jana. Those I manually mark the spots out for me. But not a dumb question, my friend. Switching to the dark side. Yeah, during these like pre-London periods, I kind of scalp with you guys just because like it is kind of like price action is kind of like not the greatest always, but usually Asia is where I can hold those like bigger trending moves, or at least feel more comfortable doing so, I should say. Oh yeah, that's the VWAP, my friend. You're right. That's right. No problem, man. No idea. Never traded Blue Guardian. I've only heard people talk about it on stream. I've actually never even heard of them anywhere else, so All right, if this trade doesn't do anything in the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna log off and we'll just let it do its thing. I got an early start tomorrow, so I gotta log out here soon. I already answered your question, dude. Unless you're watching the stream with no audio. Yeah, seriously. Take it easy, Sir Brian. What's up, YT? Doing good. I'm actually gonna log off myself here in like 2 minutes because like I gotta head out soon. Take it easy, Hagario. Have a good night, guys. Nazar, I'm just saying, Asafly has a point, dude. I don't know why you're spamming when I answered your question. Is gold good to short? What's gold doing right now? Oh, we're back to this area again. Interesting. I can't even read the bars on gold. Gold is just nasty. Thanks, Bruce, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, gang. Alright, guys. I'm going to leave it at this. You guys know where my stop loss or my target is, so you'll know if I hit or get stopped. I'll leave it at that, guys, man. You guys have a wonderful night, man. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, okay? Take it easy.